Dude, Bart. It's Bart. Dude, it's Bart. Yes. He's in his original costume. Yeah. 10 years I've been waiting. 10 years. Okay. New episode, right. Two storylines going on. One's got Bart. It's got Bart. And Bart Allen is like, whoa. He's like, yeah, he's like up there with those most awesome 90s comic book characters. Probably the best, I recall, being so unbelievably. To explain Bart Allen in a word is an impulse, but be a surrealist or insane, because it's some crazy kid who was raised in a video game, and when he came into the real world, he treated everything like a video game. So like he sees this baby, right, on a cliff, right, and these rocks are falling towards the baby, and Bart, he runs, he gets every single boulder, he punches one boulder, punches another boulder, and then when people ask him, Bart, why didn't you just grab the baby and just put the baby somewhere more safe, so that it'd be okay? And Bart would only say one thing. He would say, "Get more points for hitting the boulders." That's Bart. He's crazy. He's crazy. Okay, maybe it wasn't a baby. It was something, but it wasn't a baby. But that's Bart. He's insane. Okay, okay. And this one time, Bart, he also has strange ideas. See, Bart, he thinks to himself like this. Thinks, yo, my mentor is a screw loose, so he must think like this. Be like this caption here, and there'd be a screw, and there'd be a ball, and then there'd be a plus plus, and then it equals his mentor. But anyway, it's figured, it's a deformed cartoon shape. That always makes me laugh, because it was illustrated by that Humberto Ramos fella who was so cool back in the day, and it was written by Mark Waid. When he did his own Impulse comic before Peter David, started doing him in Young Justice. But also, it was also quite funny. I think Mark Waid was the funniest, but Peter David did him justice, as did Todd DeSago. I just don't think anyone else did it. Maybe one or two special, but not in a run. That's not important. The important part is Bart was there. Bart was there. Finally, he was there. That makes me super duper happy. I will only put this video up for a short period of time, not much long, because I might actually edit something better. But that's why. Okay. So Bart, we get Bart down. He runs around, keeps doing these things, and he keeps getting hits. Like Bart keeps telling Barry, his grandfather. He comes in and he goes, ta-da! The egotistical, but it sounds a little bit like Bart. Actually, Bart's character is slightly changed, but Bart is generally a bimbo, kind of stupid kind of guy, and this guy is a little bit fast-thinking, obnoxious. Little. Not too annoying. I like him. He's a bit Wally-like, but he's got some pretty good lines, and it's Bart. Okay. Yeah, next. Okay, now, Bart Allen, of course, super speedster, who should have only remained Impulse in our opinion. He travels back in time 40 years. It's a lot better than the 1,000 years. It makes more sense. And he saves Barry's life. It's implied, and he saves Neutron. It's implied from the future. Implied to make the future a better place, but it didn't quite work. If we see the end of the episode, and you realize it's spoiler. And okay, Bart does all these things. It's so cool. So we get Jay Garrick, we get Barry Allen, we get Wally West as Kid Rush, we get Bart as Impulse, and we get a little bit of you know, big shout outs to his mommy and his daddy speedster, the tornado twins inside his mommy's belly, his grandmommy's belly. Yeah, yeah. Shout out, literally shout it out to her stomach. Okay, it was pretty decent episode, Flash-centric, not entirely Flash-centric, obviously, there's a subplot. I'll get to the subplot in a sec. I just want to say about my favorite part first, exciting and so they get this guy called Neutron who's exploding all the time because, you know, the Reach, obviously, the competitors of those cool fellas that that we've been seeing for a while. They're doing all the insect biting thing, which implies since those cooler fellas have been running away like crazy from Blue Beetle for the last 5 episodes. Clearly all beetle insect like speak. And okay, so they were practicing with Neutron to, you know, see if they could try and take over the world. Blah, blah. Then Bart came back, saved Neutron, saved Barry because, you know, he ran because obviously Barry, if Impulse wasn't there, Barry would have exploded. So by time traveling back, changing the time continuity syndrome. Blah, blah. So okay, that's good. And we get a refresher course. We get a nice little refresher course on everybody's characters and personalities, which means Ollie hasn't really quit being Kid Flash, which is good for you people out there. It's cool, cool. I like Ollie more than Barry. Yeah, he kind of he doesn't do much. He says this bad pun. This is the first time we ever hear him say anything about Barry. He's not very interesting. It's good episode. You want to say more? I want to take over. So Bart saves everyone. We meet all the characters. We get a bigger depth of background and character. And those of us who've been reading these comics for a while, much like yours truly, know what's going on. Okay, okay. I read around a little bit, so I'll just explain to anybody that doesn't understand. Okay, so when Barry died in the comics, Wally became Flash, right? But in the comics, even Wally wasn't that fast, and even after Barry died, Wally didn't become fast. In fact, Barry died in '87 or '86, Crisis of Infinite Earths, and then Wally became Flash, but he was never that fast. In fact, he didn't become fast until like '93, '94 when Mark Waid took over the Flash title and did his really cool Flash Year One story, where Wally deals with his surrogate daddy issues about Barry, who realizes the only thing that's been slowing him down all these years was his compensation issues of like becoming better than Barry, therefore outgrowing his father, and he couldn't handle it. So, you know, then he became fast. So it's not like a thing; it's more of a psychological thing, or maybe it's like an actual development thing that was stopped by a psychological thing. So everything about that makes sense. Bart never had that problem because Bart's crazy. It's pretty decent. Oh. Yes. Hi. Hi. Okay. So we talk about Bart. We talk about J Garrett, not Gay Garrett. And we talk about Barry Allen. Talk about Wally. Okay. Good. Oh no, we didn't talk about that much about Jay Garrett. He's old, speedster, retired, been married for 70 years. Makes him about 100 years old, maybe. No. It makes him about 98. But I think that was because he's a speedster, running and stuff, and might have de-aged him somehow. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, we got that. We got that. Okay. Okay. So that story ended quite well. They saved Neutron. Bart decided to stay in the present because he's got a mission, Bishop style, X-Men style, stay back in time, make right what once went wrong, quantum leap going on, that kind of style thing. Okay. We also got We got the second storyline. The second storyline is about Cheshire and Roy, and the baby, and the other Roy, the clone, not clone Roy. All throughout this episode, it's like, why? Why do you have the baby? The baby, I'm like, is that really a good idea? Like, you took a helpless monkey and took the monkey with you to the dangerous area. It's not a good idea. Exactly. Okay, I agree. It was really funny. Alright. Yeah, did you enjoy the episode? I like the baby. He was very fun. He was like, two daddy. And he saw the two daddy. And, what's up? That was funny. Yeah, it was good. Thank you. And okay, so why? Why? Hey, you got a baby. Yeah. Little baby. Yeah. Baby's like. And then there's people with arrows and jumping off buildings and zip lining and clones. You really want to take your baby next to clones, the baby will get confused. Sure, one of the daddies doesn't have an arm. Sure, the baby can tell the difference because of physical, but the baby, how old is the baby that the baby can say two daddies? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, so Roy found the Speedy after years and years of destroying his family, his relationships, his friendships, anything like that. So that's good. That's good. He can stop secretly taking drugs to overcome his addiction to finding the real Roy. Cool. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode and make some reviews so I learn more and I'm entertained more and I have more fun in this learning about any interpretations by other Young Justice fans. It's cool. It's really cool.